Hi. There's a great deal of justified outrage from the liberal leftists about the government's plans to remove hundreds of Afghan refugees who've been housed in a hotel in Kensington. This means they will be uprooted, children's education interrupted, and dumped elsewhere without having any input into the decision to be removed a couple of hundred miles away to Wetherby. The Liberals and leftists are also up in arms about the disappearance of refugee children from hotels in Brighton and Hove. These are mostly Albanians, and this seems to be prearranged by the traffickers. Most of the children, and some of who are young adults, will vanish into the netherworld of the thriving, highly exploitative black economy. The stories have been headlines over the past couple of weeks, attracting much comment from the chattering classes. However, there's another story of removal, disappearance on a mass scale that doesn't really concern our liberal leftist chums. There's the tens of thousands of Londoners uprooted, socially cleansed, mainly by Labour councils, and removed to the North and Midlands and forced to leave family, friends, communities, workplaces, schools due to homelessness and results of gentrification. Many of the dispersed are one-parent families, easy to push around, those from the lower echelons of the working class. Thousands of children from disadvantaged backgrounds disappear, many from the run-for-profit children's homes, some entering the county lines drug trade, others victims of grooming gangs, raped, sexually exploited and lured away from decaying council estates. Unlike the refugees, there's very little concern, apart from the odd shock horror expose in the media, about working class children disappearing into the capitalist dystopian void. We, of the lower orders, have been completely neglected, discarded, ignored, demonised. It's normalised. Millions of us unable to afford energy, food, basic essentials in a state of absolute precarity. The current round of strikes barely affect us. We can only solve our own problems as a united class when we start standing up for ourselves, when a fraction of us rise up. After all, numerically, there's more than enough of us to start a revolutionary upheaval once we get started. Bye.